Hey y'all, good morning. Lois with Ellie Grace's Attic here. Live today on Saturday morning. Happy Saturday. I am going to make for you a Valentine's pillow this morning. I don't go live on Saturday very often. Usually Saturday is filled with family activities, just chilling, right, on Saturday morning if we can. Or if we're not at home just hanging out, we're running, doing all the things. But today I have a rare Saturday morning with just me and the Finster, and I've got laundry going. I've got something yummy good soup, sausage and potatoes cooking on the stove, simmering. And I thought, you know what, we're gonna go live. We're gonna take advantage of this rare opportunity and make a craft with my friends. So I'm gonna take a sip of coffee because Saturday morning, well really, let me not lie to you, so early. Any morning there's coffee, especially when and lately, since it's been so cold, it's like all day coffee. Like how much coffee is really too much coffee? But anyway, I digress about coffee. So we're gonna get started on our Valentine's pillow. Now, if you have followed me for a little while, back in December, and this video is still up, it's on our YouTube, it's on Facebook, you will see a video where I made a interchangeable Christmas pillow. Now, let me back up a little bit further. I do all kinds of crafts, but my favorite kind of craft is budget friendly, like things that are easy to do and very inexpensive. Like I try to use as many things that I can find in my house, reuse stuff, find stuff, scraps of stuff that I've got left over from other projects. Those are my kind of crafts. Either that or I'm upcycling something maybe I found in the dollar store or something like that. I love to do that as well. So my crafts are always easy and budget friendly. Very rarely am I going to do just like a big expensive one. And usually if I do that, it's going to be a gift for somebody, right? So I love interchangeable things as well because that speaks to my practical side. Like I love my interchangeable banner that I do with the rag banner for my mantle. Right now I have Valentine's up. When it gets a little bit closer or after Valentine's, I'll take down the fabric and put up Easter fabric. So I just change it out every season. So I love that kind of stuff. So at Christmas time, I wanted a Christmas pillow to put on my bench with like a Christmas throw that I had on there. I posted a picture and I loved it. It was inspired by a pillow that I saw at Hobby Lobby. And now y'all know I love me some Hobby Lobby. I always shop the sales. 40% off, 50% off. Sometimes, I think right now some Christmas stuff is like 75 or 80% off. It's crazy, the sales that they have. So this particular pillow was on sale. Now, don't think less of me, excuse me. It was still $15 and I didn't want to spend $15. And I looked at the pillow and I thought in my head, I have the stuff to make that at home. So sure enough, it doesn't always happen that way, but sure enough, I came home, I had the stuff, and so I made the pillow, and this is what it ended up with. This is what it started. This is the pillow that's normally on my bench. It just says we are family, and it has like some house rules, okay? This is what's normally on my bench in my foyer with some other things. So what I did was, because I still like this, I still want to keep this, I turned it over. I know my camera's backwards, I forgot to switch it, I'm sorry, but of course it says ho 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 for Santa for Christmas time. All it is burlap. And literally, this was the $15 pillow at Hobby Lobby. It just had burlap and it had ho 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 just like this. And go back and check out how I did it. Super easy, you can do it too. But what makes it practical, what makes it interchangeable, is I used Velcro tabs. You can get these anywhere you find sewing stuff. I got these at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago for a project. There's a bunch of them. There's like, let me see, 75 sets of these little, the connector and the both ends to Velcro something. So it'll go a long ways. It's $9.99, but you know I didn't pay $9.99. I got it for at least 40% off. So you need some of these. And all I did, you can see how I made it, but that's what makes it interchangeable is, whoops, they're sticky. You can tack them down with some needle and thread if you want to. I chose not to because I don't sew. So I'm very limited on my sewing abilities, okay? I know my limits. I would prefer if I could stick it, hot glue it, tie it, whatever. That's what I'm gonna do first. So I just put these little dots down, you'll see. Let me try to get closer for you. Put these down, and that is what is making it. So the bottoms, whoop, sorry, they're really, the Velcro, when it's Velcroed, it's on there, okay? It's not coming off. So I just, and it's gonna come right off this panel. And so now, let me get it off. You just come, I'm holding on to the ends just so it doesn't pull up, because when I say that it's Velcroed together, they are Velcroed. So you can kind of see, whoops, see that one did come up. The sticky is really sticky. I might in the future come back and tack down the bottoms, but it really isn't necessary because they're on there. And it's just a pillow. Nobody lays on this pillow. It's not gonna see a lot of traffic. So it's okay if it's not tacked or sewed down. All right, so my panel came off. You'll see all the little Velcro stickies on there. Now, I'm just going to roll this up and put it into probably a baggie, put it in my closet at the top. So next Christmas, I'll pull this out, take off whatever's on there, and stick this puppy back on my pillow. Bam, Christmas pillow. So once I get a whole season of these panels made, I'm good. I'm good, unless I just want to change it up and do a different, maybe I'll do a nativity on it next year or something. You know, I can change it up. But we're gonna save this. We're just gonna kind of, well, let me roll no, I'm gonna roll it this way. So it doesn't, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna fold it right now, but I'll roll it up. There it is, boom, stashed till next year, done. And then you'll see on my pillow, I've just got the bottoms of those Velcros, and we're gonna make a new panel today. That's what we're doing. So, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 across the top, 5 across the bottom, and then 1 in the middle. So actually I do need that other, I'm trying to find a spot where I can put this where it's not gonna get nasty. There's paint everywhere. I do need to pull this back out actually, because we're gonna measure, we're gonna use this puppy to measure. It's our reference piece. So now I got this laying down, and I bought this roll of burlap. I got it at Walmart. It is 12 inches tall. I knew I needed about 12 inches tall, give or take. And it's 3 yards long. I paid, of course it doesn't have the price on this. I don't know, this was not that I can't really tell you. It wasn't super expensive, but it wasn't cheap either, like Hobby Lobby, but I was at Walmart, and come on, somebody give me an amen. You know Walmart, what it does to you. And I was like, you know what, this is here, I'm done, I'm ready to get this and go home. So that's why I bought it. Normally I would have went to Hobby Lobby and tried to catch it on sale, but I bought it, I want to say it was $5 or $6, right? So it was just like, I'm done, I'm gonna get it. But it's still not bad, okay? So I bought this roll, and I'll be able to use it for some other projects, because we're only gonna use, this is probably 14 or 15 inches, the width of this. So that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna cut this, let me rip that apart. I'm gonna Let me go ahead and cut this off because it's, you know, bent, so we don't want that because, yeah, I'll use that for a different project. Why am I not getting in there? There it is. All right. I didn't want to cut. All right. We're going to put that, that'll be used for another project. So we are going to just measure out. I'm not using a ruler. It's a little bit taller than the last piece, but that's okay because we have plenty of room on our pillow. So I'm just going to kind of come right here where our edge was, and we're going to cut as straight as possible. But again, it's okay if it's not perfect. We don't really do perfect here, so if you came to this, if you stopped on my page and you thought you were going to get perfect, I'm sorry to disappoint you. You might want to go somewhere else. We are real as real can be here. So, so I got my base cut. So I'm going to move this to the side. I'm going to flip it over just because it's curving a little. So I'm going to make that the back because it'll curve around the pillow. Let's see who's with us this morning. Hey, Miss Amy. Hey, Nyoka. How are y'all doing on Saturday morning? I don't normally go live on Saturday, so I'm excited y'all are here. I was like, nobody's gonna be on it Saturday morning. If y'all are watching live, y'all share, please share the video. Hopefully this inspires y'all to get out some stuff that you have around your house and make a pillow. So, all right, so we've got our base down, and now we're gonna make some hearts, okay? First of all, let me share this with you since we're doing full disclosure here. Look at this bag. This is my favorite hot glue, okay, Gorilla Glue. It's the best in my experience because it does all the materials. It's good, it holds all the things. This bag is empty, friends. I've got one glue stick in my hot glue gun and I'm praying it goes for this project. I had to bust out this oldie but goodie that I love. But I do have multiple of these glue sticks, so if all else fails, I busted this out. We can plug this baby in and we can complete the project. But when I opened this morning, I was like, oh, no. So I gotta get me some more glue sticks. Okay, just wanted to share that a little bit with you. Let me read a couple of comments before we get started. Nyoka, it is very cold. That's why I'm still in this house and I have a sweater on and a hat on. And if you could see my bottom half, you would see some sweatpants and some furry boots. So yeah, there's that. Miss Amy, sister, I am so sorry that you are still not feeling better. We are praying for you as you go to the doctor today. I'm praying that there is nothing internally wrong and that anything that is there is minor and that they can get you patched up and feeling better. And yeah, in Jesus' name, we are praying for you, sis. So let us know how the doctor goes today. All right, so let's move on. I hope this video brings you some joy as you're not feeling good, sis. So you can do this easily. So even if you are a little under the weather, this is an easy craft to do, or you could do it when you're feeling better. So if y'all do decide to make something Valentine-y today, y'all come back and post it, share with us, and you might inspire somebody else to do something. So all right, we're gonna move on. So we've got our base cut, and so now I want to make some hearts to go on here, and I'm going to use some fabric to do that I found in my stash. I've got, of course, some red. This is like a red, it's like a canvas that I have a bunch of it. I don't even remember. I'm trying to think of what the heck I made with this. I think I made some curtains at one point. That's why I have so much of it. Because normally if I'm getting it for crafts, the most I'll get is a yard. And just FYI, for those of you who don't sew like me, y'all excuse me while I take a sip of coffee. I got some sinus issues trying to happen, and I ain't having it. So we're gonna take a sip of coffee and keep going. So anyway, if you don't sew like me, you may not know, you don't have to buy a whole yard of material. You can get a yard, you can get multiple yards, as much as you need, but you can ask for, especially if it's something you're attempting, which I do often, and you're not 100% sure, you think you know how much you need or whatever, or you're not sure if you're gonna like it, you can ask for a half a yard, you can ask for a quarter of a yard. I've even bought like an eighth of a yard for small projects. And you only have to pay, of course, for what you buy. You don't have to pay the by yard price. They'll cut that down. And then if the fabric at Hobby Lobby goes up 40%, then boom. You can also get, if you don't want to buy it by the yard like that, or get it cut like that, you can buy fat quarters or quarters of material. And all that is simple little, I think they're 8x8 squares that they folded up. You can get one pattern of a fabric, or you can get, a lot of times a fat quarter is where they'll take like a color, red, and it's got red and it's got a bunch of red like they all go together. It's like a run of material, and they're like, I don't know, $5 or $6 depending on where you buy them. So anyway, you can buy material like that. And if you're like me, after every project you have stuff left over, so I just have a basket and I keep this fabric in. So we didn't have to go buy fabric, so that's good. So I have this red. This I love. It looks like mattress ticking to me, you know, like grandma's mattress on her bed. So there's that. And then of course gingham. You can never go wrong with gingham. So that's what our hearts are going to be today. So we're going to go ahead, and I am going to start with the red. I probably should have cut off a section of this, but I'm just going to kind of let it spill in my lap, and I'm going to put it down. This is double-sided, so it doesn't matter. Sometimes some materials, you got to make sure, you know, your pattern is face down. Now, at this point, I got an ink pen. I'm going to draw a heart. You could draw your own heart. You can use something for a template if you want. You can cut out a template like with cardboard or something and put that down if you weren't sure about drawing on the material. But again, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? It's whatever your little heart desires, whatever makes you happy, okay? Okay, hold on, I'm gonna read a comment. Amy says the fabric store in Boaz, Albertville has good deals. You know what, Amy? I didn't know there was a fabric store in Boaz or Albertville. I may have to venture that way and check it out. Don't tempt me with a good time, Miss Amy. All right, so I got my fabric down. I have this template. I kind of wanted my hearts to all be the same size, so I'm not going to wing that part of it today. I'm going to use this template. This is, and I'm probably dating myself, if any of you on here are scrapbookers, then you know what Creative Memories is. I used to be an avid scrapbooker. I still do scrapbook sometimes. Really, what I have now is tons of pictures that are categorized and labeled and in a box waiting to be scrapbooked. Because I just don't have the same amount of time as I used to, but I loved scrapbooking my kids and grandkids. So that's what this is from. I have all kinds of these, and it's a cutting system. See, it has this little ridge, and you put this little thing in here, and it cuts out the shape on paper. So this one is a double. It's a heart and an Easter egg. So yeah, Creative Memories, you used to be like, you could be a Creative Memories consultant and have scrapbook parties and sell the scrapbook stuff. That was really before scrapbook. You couldn't find the stuff to scrapbook readily available in stores. So I don't know, but I think you can still buy Creative Memories. I don't know, it's been that long. But anyway, this is Creative Memories, but you don't have to have one of these. You could, like I said, you could use a wooden heart from the Dollar Tree. You could draw your own heart on the fabric. You can make your own. You could print out a heart graphic off the internet and trace that. There's tons of ways. But anyway, we're gonna make a heart. So draw on, I'm using an ink pen. You could use marker, pencil, whatever. Whatever, again, makes your little heart happy. Well, I say that, I might have to get a marker. Is this gonna work? Yeah, there it goes. I had to actually press down. So I'm just kind of making sure that I leave a mark that I'm gonna be able to cut. And I'm just going around, hold your little template thingy down so it doesn't move. And you should end up with a heart. So there I have my little, Lord have mercy, I should have cut this. All right, you should have a heart shape on your fabric, okay? So I'm gonna cut it right now. This craft is gonna take a lot longer than I anticipated because I'm just talking way so much. I thought, hey, I'm just gonna cut around it real quick so I don't have to deal with all this extra. So we're gonna get that, and we're just gonna kind of put that over there for now. All right, so I've got my one little heart. I'm gonna go ahead and get them all traced, and then we'll cut them. All right, you'll see this one was one I didn't really get a lot of. This one is double-sided too, so I don't have to worry about which side I cut on. I'm gonna try to get as close to the corner as possible. I didn't really do that with the red, but just reason being, if you try to cut in the corner, that's, you know, you don't want to cut in the middle of your material. So waste not, want not, right? So we're just gonna make a mark on here. Yeah, I wasn't sure when I grabbed this ink pen, but make sure whatever you grab is gonna leave a mark that you're gonna be able to see to cut. So we're just going, this would be, these crafts, again, y'all know I like easy and practical. Your kiddos can help you with this. They could do the tracing or the heart drawing. You don't have to trace, like I said, you can freehand your heart. Because again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to make you happy. It has to be something, unless this is a gift, right? It has to be something that you're gonna wanna look at, that you're gonna like. Right? And budget, decor does not have to be expensive. A lot of times, and the reason I do a lot of these things is because A, I don't want to pay the price because I'm practical. If I think I can make it, I'm going to make it. But a lot of times, you know, I'll see something that I like overall, but it just doesn't, like, I might like the shape, or I might like the idea of it, but maybe the colors are wrong, or maybe there's one part of it that I'm like, I would have done that a little differently. If it's on sale, like Dollar Tree, Dollar General, you can find a lot of stuff, a lot of good things that you can upcycle or redo, or maybe just add that little something that you like, or change the colors to what you like. I'll buy inexpensive things like that. You know, or if I can, I'm making it at home. So yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try to change it up. It does not have to be expensive. All right, now this one, you'll see the back does not have the pattern. So I'm gonna, depending on what you're doing, this is a heart, so it's not, but if I was doing letters, you gotta make sure you're on the right side. Otherwise, if you're like me, you'll realize, oh, I did that backwards. Okay, this one has a wrinkle right there, so I'm gonna flip it over because I probably should have ironed this beforehand, but I didn't. So we're gonna kind of skip that wrinkle. and come right here. Get our little hearty heart traced. Y'all can kind of see where I'm going, I hope. Again, easy, budget friendly. Look, I ain't trying to do anything hard. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it ends up that way, but I promise I didn't start out trying to do it that way. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of cut around my heart just so I can get it off this bigger piece. Now I wanted my stripes vertical. You know, you could have did it that way too. Change it up. All right, I'm not really worried about folding that correctly right now. All right, so now we're gonna cut these bad boys out. I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible. I try to keep these videos around 30 minutes, but doesn't always work out for me. All right, this part, I am left-handed, so for me to cut right-handed, which I am ambidextrous in a lot of ways, but I have to really concentrate on it. I don't know, that may not make sense. If I got left-handed people out there, y'all please tell me I'm not alone. Okay. This has a fold in it too, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna stretch it out whenever we glue it. We are gluing today, like I said. This would be really cute. I thought about it. I thought about getting out the embroidery needle and putting, just sewing it on. Again, I don't sew, but I can do like a basic stitch. And I thought, man, this would be cute if the heart was kind of outlined with some black embroidery thread onto the burlap. And it was a nice thought, because then I went, I'm not doing it. I don't know, maybe I'll do something like that in the future. Maybe for Easter I'll do something with embroidery thread, but not today. But that is a nice idea. All right, look how cute that is. There's our, isn't that sweet? Again, I used a template, but it doesn't have to look like this. You could, if you have a template, or make a template, or just draw your heart. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. Alrighty. And it's okay if your fabric, like, I love it when the fabric frays a little bit, especially for the type of craft we're doing, right? This is going onto burlap, so it's already got kind of a rustic vibe to it. So when the fabric starts fraying, I love that. I think that it looks, besides the word rustic, I think it looks inviting and warm and cozy, right? Things that look a little on the rustic side. Like, I want my home to be inviting and warm and cozy, and I want people to feel like they can touch stuff and they can take their shoes off and they could stay a while. So I guess cozy is the word. Sometimes I think rustic is overused. But I will say, rustic has got me out of many a pinch. Like when I make my pie crust, it's rustic, but it tastes good. But in the end, that's the kind of stuff. I like decor that just makes you feel at home, if that makes sense to anybody, you know. But don't get me wrong, I like to be fancy sometimes too, especially when it comes to shoes. I do like me some Carrie Bradshaw fancy shoes, but as far as decor, I just want people to feel at home and at peace. All right, so there is my little gingham heart. I'm sorry, but doesn't gingham just make you happy? It makes me happy. So there's that, and now we're gonna cut out our red one. You could do, again, this I'm using red and black and white because that's the colors in my living room, but you could use whatever colors that you have. You don't have to even use fabric. I mean, we're doing that today on here. You could certainly, and you don't even have to use burlap. If you wanted to replace the burlap with a different material, totally could do that. And then you could glue, I don't have them right within reach, but I have these little wooden hearts that I got at the Dollar Tree. They are pink and red, and some of them are the natural color. You could totally glue those down. You don't have to cut out fabric like me. I just wanted this kind of, this is what was in my head. So that's what we're doing, but you could change it up. Right now, it's the season, right? So you can go to the Dollar Tree or Dollar General. You can find all the heart things. So you could totally buy you some hearts to put on here. I'm just using, like I said, the only reason I always have burlap in my craft closet until I didn't. And so I had to go buy some because I used the last of it on a project. So the only thing that I had to buy for this project was that roll of burlap, which I might have used 50 cents worth of the burlap, right? So this is still an inexpensive craft, even though the roll itself was like $6 or $7, $5 to $7. I don't remember how much it was at Walmart. At Hobby Lobby, the rolls that I buy are like $10, and I usually get them for at least 40% off. So that makes them around $6. So, but this one that I got, even though it was 3 yards, that's on the small side. The ones at Hobby Lobby are like fat ones. So they last forever. So, but my point is, this is a super inexpensive thing because I had most all of it. So you can use what you have, or if you need to make a run to the Dollar Tree, which, hey, I always love. All right, so this is what we have. I think I might put the red heart in the middle. I don't know how I'm gonna arrange them yet, but this is what we have so far. I don't know if I can hold it up. How cute is that? Come on, somebody. That's cute. All right, so now we're gonna glue this puppy down, even though I'm gonna just leave it like that. All right, I think we had this one first. Grab my hot glue gun. We are going to just put a line of hot glue. Lord, let this thing be enough glue, since I do not have another one. I don't know if those little ones will fit in here. Probably not. Well, the thing is that after it goes a minute, it doesn't push anymore, so we're gonna have to help it push that fat glue stick down. All right, I got a line all the way around. We're gonna flip this baby over, hopefully without burning ourselves, and we're gonna kind of cat-a-corner it and smush it down onto the burlap. And hopefully it didn't dry on us. All right, while that is doing its thing, let me plug up this baby gun right here, and that's gonna involve, I'm sorry, this is turning into a crazy long craft, but y'all hang with me because we're making something cute. I'm trying to see what can I unplug here. And that is always the bigger question. I have, if you can only see, don't show the electricians. What is this? I think I can unplug that. I've got like a blow dryer plugged up, and all right, we're gonna get this little hot glue gun fired up just a little, hopefully, so we can finish this. I should have done that ahead of time. I do apologize. I did get it out, so there's that. And oh man, Let me just show you this. I don't even know, does it still have the price tag on it? It did. This is a bag of hot glue that I've had forever and a day. It had 100 in here, and I got it at Walmart years ago. Anyway, mini glue sticks. Just throw that, I'm not even gonna shut that. All right, so we got our first heart on there, and yeah, I seeped through to the cardboard. There we go. So we're just hot gluing hearts at this point. I think I'm gonna do that. All right, we're gonna attempt, like I said, to use this guy. Come on, I need you to stand up. It's the only bad thing about this little one, it doesn't stand up. I'm just gonna lay it and pray to God it's good. All right, we're gonna try to do this. I'm just putting pressure on that. Oh man, okay, come on. I might have to come back and hot glue this. Hashtag, this is hashtag real life. Again, if you got on here hoping to see perfect, I'm losing the traction. Bless America. Is this, are you getting hot? Oh. Baby glue gun to the rescue. It's slowly, but I'm just putting a light, like, ribbon across. Smush, smush, smush. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to come back and glue up the corners, but how cute is that? Once my thing gets hot. All right, and the last one, I think we're gonna do, trying to figure out how I wanna do it. Just like that, I do believe. All right, now we're gonna do this guy. Stay, stay. All right, and we're gonna come around. This one, again, just a light. I'm probably putting the glue about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch inside my heart. I'm just drawing an outline around the shape of the heart. And that way, that gives me a little bit of room to grab it without totally burning myself. Oh my gosh, I love it. Love. All right, this is what we have so far. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. Look how cute. All right, and I got some buttons because y'all know buttons. But I think I'm gonna put them in the middle on the red heart, just because the red heart was a little sad all by itself. So right at the crook of my heart, where the two halves meet, I've got a white button I'm gonna glue down. And then I found a black button. I'm just gonna kind of put a dot for the black button. And then on top of that, I found this little brassy kind of button in my stash. So I'm putting a good little dollop of glue right there. I'm putting that one down. That kind of makes it just a little fancy, right? If you got a gold button. So I think that's it. It's simple, it's cute, and I love it. Now I could do some painting on my heart, maybe put some initials, maybe put our family name. I don't know, you could do a lot, whatever you want with it. But I'm gonna leave it just like that. Look how stinking cute that is. Now, for time's sake, I'm probably not gonna do this last part, but I've got my pillow. The back of my little darts are all, my little Velcro dots, the back of those are already on the pillow. I just have to put the latchy pieces that I'm going to get out of here. I just have to come stick those along my Velcro, along my burlap, just like I did these. And then once I get the latchy half stuck on the burlap, I'm going to stick that puppy to the back of my pillow. So it's going to look like this. Oh my gosh, come on. Somebody tell me you like it. I love it. So anyway, you know, I do have to come back with a little more hot glue since I had hot glue gun malfunction. But once I Velcro it, it's gonna look like that. Now, if you were to go buy this in the store, it's gonna cost you 15-20 bucks. But we just did that. Like I said, the fabric I had on hand, the buttons I had on hand, the hot glue I already had, the burlap, this is maybe 50 cents worth of burlap. All of it I had on hand. These guys, the little Velcro pieces I had on hand. But again, these were $10, but there's 75 sets in there. Catch it on half price at Hobby Lobby. So it'll only be around $5 to $6 depending on what the sale is. And the burlap, these are investment pieces. You can use this on tons of projects. The burlap you can use on tons of projects, but you see we didn't use much here. This is probably 12 tall. This is probably maybe 15 or 16 inches this way, but it depends on your pillow. I didn't measure this with a ruler. I just originally, when I did it, I literally took the roll and stretched the material around and made sure it went seam to seam, and I cut it. So your pillow might not even be this big. But this is a great way, a little bit of investment in the beginning, to make an interchangeable pillow that you can, for every season, you can do one of these panels. And then once you go through the year, you just keep changing your panels out. Save them in the closet, change them out, bam. This is so much fun. And then if you just, the only way you have to do a new one is if you just get a whim, or you change your decor, or you want to do something different. So anyway, I hope this inspires you. I know it was a little bit long, but I hope it inspires you to make something Valentine-y and do an interchangeable pillow. I would love to see it. If you make one, anyway, happy Saturday. I have another craft I want to do. Actually, I have a ton of Valentine crafts lined out, and I was going to space them out, but then I thought, you know what? Valentine's is going to be here before you know it. So I may come back this afternoon with another fun Valentine craft. So do me a favor, share this where you would share any other videos so your friends can see it. Hopefully they're inspired to do something Valentine-y too. Have a blessed day. Stay warm, stay safe. Amy, praying for you as you go to the doctor today. I hope that your arm and all the things are good, sis, so you can get to crafting soon. So love you guys. Happy crafting. Make you a pillow. I'll post pictures once I get it finished and in its place. Bye guys.